What's up, guys? This is Ryan and Kelsey from Upbring. We're a nonprofit, and we're here to talk about Bitcoin for good, blockchain for good. But first, we'd love to introduce ourselves. My name's Ryan Park. I'm the VP of Innovation at Upbring. Upbring is one of the larger nonprofits in Texas with a mission to break the cycle of child abuse by empowering children, families, and communities. We'll talk a little bit about why we're here today at a blockchain conference as a child welfare, child well-being nonprofit. But first, I'd love Kelsey to introduce yourself as well.
Hi, everyone. My name is Kelsey Driscoll, and I lead the Web3 strategy for Upbring Innovation Labs. Our job is to come up with new and innovative solutions to break the cycle of child abuse. And we have a great example of how we're doing that on the floor today. I'm so happy to be here to talk about that.
Yeah, so let's talk about that. As an innovation lab, first and foremost, you said our goal is to bring new technology and business solutions to an industry, child welfare, that typically can move a little bit slower when it comes to change and innovation, correct? So all of a sudden, we've got a Bitcoin mining machine. We've got an Antminer, I believe that's S19 in front of us. What is this unplugged prop of a Bitcoin mining machine doing in front of us?
Yeah, it is a prop right now. We wanted to have it plugged in, but with the energy and the noise in the middle of a conference, we decided that it's more of a spectacle today. But it will be running and mining Bitcoin to the Crypto Endowment Fund for Better Childhoods, which is a first of its kind fund that we started. And the gains from that fund will be used to reinvest in innovations in child welfare over time, so we can come up with the long-term systemic solutions that we need to push the sector forward.
So is this Upbring's Bitcoin mining machine, or whose mining machine is this?
This is Texas Blockchain Council's mining machine.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I see you, Lee. Okay.
Yeah,
okay.
Absolutely. And we're partnering to really demonstrate the power that we can have as a community if we work together to bring the S back into this ESG strategy. Meaning that we are trying to create these partnerships so that we can build sustainable solutions for the child welfare sector. And the Texas Blockchain Council has been gracious enough to help us do that today.
So I was going to say, you said trying, but you are building ESG partnerships.
We are.
This is a machine that's not owned by the nonprofit that we work at, but it is going to be mining Bitcoin, and that's going to be benefiting our nonprofit. And the reason it's an ESG program with them is that they're donating this machine, right? And it's going to help out the community that the Texas Blockchain Council serves, right? Which is the greater Texas community. Upbring services 12,000 children every year that are dealing with all types of difficulties that no child should have to go through: abuse, sexual trafficking, neglect, horrific things. And while the larger nonprofit is working directly with the children, our innovation lab is trying to introduce new technologies. And on top of that, we're also looking to fund ourselves in creative ways. So partnerships with the Texas Blockchain Council, donating the proceeds of this Bitcoin mining machines is very helpful. What other type of ESG type partnerships or companies are you looking to work with as we expand this to grow our impact as a nonprofit and as an innovation lab?
Yeah, so this is only our first step in really bringing the power of Bitcoin mining to the child welfare sector. We would love to replicate this partnership with all of the mining companies, not only in Texas, but across the country. Why not, right? It's great to build social impact into the fabric of Web3 and the Bitcoin ecosystem and community. So we're looking to partner with mining companies. We're looking to partner with marketplaces. We're looking to partner with exchanges, whoever is committed to creating a better world and wants to help us do that for the next generation.
We're at this summit. It's a great summit to everyone that's putting it on. We're hearing a lot about environmental impact, right? And trying to move towards a zero carbon footprint. But we aren't hearing a lot of conversations about how you can directly affect the community. So what you're saying is by Bitcoin mining companies or mining companies in general, doesn't need to be Bitcoin, that they can work with the lab to potentially donate proceeds or a portion of proceeds from a machine or multiple machines to the innovative work at Upring. Is that correct?
Correct.
Okay.
And we can hold that crypto.
Oh,
So,
what do you mean we can hold that crypto?
so we started the Crypto Endowment Fund for Better Childhoods for the reason of holding that crypto and really taking advantage of that growth potential over time. So unlike kind of traditional giving in the crypto world, if you can even say that, where crypto is then converted to USD and we're given that USD, we actually get to hold our crypto and let it grow. And that's really huge, and it presents an opportunity for mining companies to really partner with us in a real way.
So I'm playing dummy here. I already know the answer to this. We work together day in, day out. But when do we use those funds? We have money going into this crypto endowment. It's supposed to fund innovation. At what point are we going to start using those funds? And then also the second part of the question is, are we building something in Web3 or blockchain? What do we use those funds for? How are we innovating to help Texas children and Texas families?
Yeah, that's a great question. So the crypto endowment, we hope to take gains when we hit 7 figures. That's our big goal.
So in a couple weeks.
Yeah, right, okay. Exactly. You got it. Yeah.
I'm putting her on the pressure hot seat over here.
Yeah, I mean, we're manifesting.
Okay. So when we get to about 7 figures, we're going to have a traditional draw that funds the work that we do. And then, so what is some of the, give me just one example for the sake of time and those listening. What's a project that we're working on that you love?
Yeah, absolutely. We've talked a lot about sustainability solutions, and that's really important for the nonprofit sector over time for us to exist, for us to thrive, for us to continue to be able to serve our communities. But we're also reinvesting in these new innovative solutions. For example, we are building a private blockchain solution right now for child welfare data management.
Interesting. Okay. And what is that then? Why does child welfare need a private blockchain application?
Sure. So when a child comes into care, this is true for Texas, but this is also true for pretty much any state for the wider United States. A child actually meets with a bunch of different stakeholder groups. So they meet with obviously the agency that removes them from their home, but they also have a bio family. They also have a foster family. They also have an education system, a behavioral health system that they have to interact with. And right now, not much of that information is coordinated. So a child has to be re-traumatized, tell their story over and over again to a bunch of different stakeholder groups. And there's delays, there's mismatching. Because the information doesn't follow them in real time. And so what blockchain allows us to do, or at least we're exploring if blockchain can allow us to do this through our proof of concept, is to leverage the innate qualities of the technology, which are asynchronous communication, immutability of that information and data as it moves through the system with the child, and then asynchronous verification between different parties. So basically, having the data follow the child so we can make better decisions about how to help that child.
Look at that. So it's a blockchain application that ultimately seeks to bring data together to essentially create an as normal of a child experience for children moving through foster care. Not necessarily as a replacement for the current state systems.
No.
Yet, right? But to explore if the technology can speed up the delivery of care and a child being placed in a loving home. And that's being funded by a machine like this. So we're really talking about blockchain, funding blockchain that's changing communities. That's awesome.
Right. Making real life impact with these digital assets.
All right. So if there is a Bitcoin mining company or a mining company or a platform behind these cameras, I see actually a sponsorship wall of all these great brands. I see some mining companies on there. What do you want to say to them? How can they get a hold of you? Let's close this out.
Yeah, so if any of you want to fulfill the S in your ESG strategy and really make an on the ground impact in the children's lives in your communities, let us know. We want to work with you. We want to learn your story, and we want to explore ways to work together to use Web3 to create the world that our children deserve.
That's well said. I've got nothing to add. Thank you for your time. Thank you for watching.
Thank you, Texas Blockchain Council.
Thank you, Texas Blockchain Council. We love you guys.
Cheers.
I'm Lee Bratcher, the president of the Texas Blockchain Council. Thank you to everyone who came out to this year's summit, helping us make it the best one yet. Now more than ever, we need professional industry associations like the TBC to help craft effective policy instead of the CEOs of centralized exchanges roaming the halls of various state capitals or in DC. Texas is quickly becoming the center of the universe for Bitcoin, blockchain, and digital assets. If you want to be part of the future that we are crafting here in Texas, join the TBC today.